What's up, guys, girls, and iPhone 8s? Very sorry for the, somewhat lack of videos. I've been playing this level, and it kinda sucks. So the Swingcopter was added to GD in 2.2, and it's very cool. It's got this nice easing curve. It's very flowy, very smooth. But if you're a newer player, you may or may not know that before 2.2, people made a fake sort of Swingcopter with the dual ball. You could see there's a ball up here and a ball down here, and if you look closely, you can see that every time I click, the ball up top is switching gravity with an orb, and it's causing the ball on the bottom to have the same sort of curvy movement. However, what you may or may not know is that you can actually do the Swingcopter thing with multiple game modes, and they all have slightly different physics. This is really the type of Swingcopter that everyone thinks we should call the Swingcopter and call the actual game mode the Swing. I call them both the Swingcopter because Swing is a really stupid name. So yeah, you can see here that we got a little Cubecopter. Now, if we change into a ball, this was the most common one, was a ball Swingcopter. And the other one that is, again, slightly less conventional is the Spidercopter. So let's try to compare the physics here. I'm gonna try and put down some click indicators for parts of the song here. So we got something like this. Yeah, so we got that for the spider. Now let's try the cube. So that was a lot harder. You actually can't do the same sync clicks because the cube seems to be more affected by gravity. So you have to delay the first click for the second one to even be possible. Yeah, see, like, I'm intentionally delaying there. Now for the ball. Ball is pretty comparable to spider, so that's all fine and good. You know what else would be fine and good? You hitting subscribe, baby! Yeah! Because we have demolished 200K, and now we're setting our sights on 300K. Let's go! Alright, back to swinging. And the elephant in the room that we haven't talked about at all, the actual Swingcopter, which is the elephant of the room by a wide margin, because I don't even think you can do this with the regular Swingcopter. So today I thought it'd be fun to try and make a level that is exclusively Swingcopter, but it uses all forms of the Swingcopter, you know? Thought it could be fun. I want to try and showcase each mode's interactions with portals and orbs as well, because those do change slightly. Alright, so the first part's coming along nicely. We've got an interaction with some orbs and portals. Let's see if we can work a pad in here at all. Ooh, that's an interesting click. Clicking right before the pad. That way it boosts you upwards. I kind of like that. I think it's pretty cool. Let's do that. Let's get some structuring down. And dash orbs. I want to see how those worked as well. Okay, so hitting a dash orb does switch your direction, because we were upside down here, and then when we let go of the dash orb, we were right side up. Okay, very cool. Okay, well, this is a little inconsistent, but that's fine. Alright, cool. So I guess this is our first part. I'm actually gonna move this down a little. There we go. Alright. So now, obviously, we have a little bit of a space constraint here. We don't have as much room to work with. However, this Swingcopter is much less floaty, so we can afford to do some trickier gameplay, I think. Can even do something that I think is pretty cool, although I think it's quite hard to execute properly, is crossing over like this, where the ball that is like the one that's actually the swing that's down below, that one flips up top and becomes the new Swingcopter. Let's see how consistent that is. Okay. Hey, wait, that's kind of good. Wait, that's actually sick. What? Holy. Okay, let's do some other orb interactions, or any orb interactions, I guess. Okay, wait. So I can't tell whether I can't tell whether or not hitting the blue orb does anything. Okay, yeah, no, it looks like it doesn't... It kind of does something. There's a little bit of a bump here where when we hit the blue orb, we stop briefly, but it doesn't do anything too notable. Okay, what about a red orb? Does it flip our gravity when we hit it? It does. So the red orb is basically like a green orb. Okay, can we try to get a consistent click pattern down for this? If such a thing exists. This is certainly harder. Actually, what about a green orb? So if a red orb flips your gravity, I have to assume a green orb will just act like a yellow orb and not flip your gravity? It does. Wow, okay. Okay, wait, that goes kind of hard. So let's do something with that. We got a good click pattern here, and we just have to build gameplay for it now. So that's good. We got a nice little section here. The first part is just introductory, just getting used to it, and then here's where we start throwing in orbs and portals, and I think that works out pretty well. All right, let's see if I can actually do this now, because that is quite difficult looking. Or I'm just the GOAT, except for the fact that this structure is way too high and difficult to dodge. Nice. GG. Alright. I think it's Cubecopter time. It's actually pretty consistent, now that I've played it for a little bit. Whoa, what happened, bro? Chill. Oh yeah, we gotta put H blocks on all of these now. Yeah, so the Cubecopter is quite the heavy lad. He's quite the chunky boy. He's fat. So we're gonna be, you know, it's a lot harder to straight copter this one because he's just so susceptible to gravity. Also doesn't help that this is the first game mode where we've increased the speed. All right, first things first, blue orb, how does that work? Wait a minute. This kind of goes hard. So blue orbs sort of like keep you in place briefly. Oh yeah, and we can also do stuff with that, with bouncing off the top. All right, and then now let's test out the yellow orb. I presume this will work similar to the ball one, where it'll bounce us like a yellow orb, but it'll be the wrong direction. Or it'll act like a blue orb? Interesting. It just sent us straight up. And the green orb just doesn't really do anything. It honestly might be something like a black orb? Okay, so I get the vibe that orbs are going to be useless in this. Well, that's unfortunate. We stay moving though. Push through the grind. Oh, spider orbs work at least, so I got that going for me. Okay, what if there's reverse psychology going on here? If yellow orbs act like blue orbs and green orbs act like black orbs, maybe the black orb will act like a yellow orb? Or it'll do nothing. What is wrong with this? Oh my god. All right, man. Sure. Okay, what about a blue orb? I know it's kind of counterintuitive because the one up top is already hitting blue orbs, but... Oh, okay, so it's like a really, really tiny pink orb. Oh wait, that's right. I'm stupid. We already discovered that. I have dementia. Okay, I guess that's pretty cool, is you can kind of just use it like a ball, except it's a ball with like way heavier gravity. Maybe instead of having 4 blocks that are misspaced like this, maybe it'd be better to have one big block. Perfect. Okay, am I stupid? Why is this impossible? This is impossible. How did I do this once and now I just can't do it at all? Oh, now I'm able to do it. Okay. Now I'm able to do it now that I already moved this thing over. There we go, geez. Okay, now let's put a spike down here in the middle. We could do a crossover again, but I don't really see the merit or the wonder in that. I think it's kind of lost its luster, run its course. We already did it once. Also, you may not have realized from me building so far, but I got whitelisted on Newgrounds. Look at that. That's pretty cool. You know what that means? You know a song that means you can use in Geometry Dash now? Yeah, yep, you can use the song in Geometry Dash. It's time to start the race, the time is right. Anyways, I think I'm struggling with the most is making it so you can only make this jump if you actually like jump. I don't want you to be able to do this without landing on the ground, but I don't really know how feasible it is to make that happen because the cube is so fat, dude. He's so susceptible to gravity that like it's impossible. It's impossible to proof that. Whatever. You know what? It's possible to avoid jumping on the ground here, but it's just harder. So if you want to make it harder for yourself, go nuts, I guess. Oh, I just realized this. When did RobTop add absolute scaling to the game? Or is this a mega hack thing? Well, that's pretty cool. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna put down a click indicator here just because otherwise it's kind of hard to tell what to do. Oh my god. It's so difficult. Why did I do this to myself? Oh my god, it's so bad. I'm gonna cry, dude. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. Isn't it just great that it's impossible to start pause something like this? That works enough, I think. Yeah, it's fine. Let's start pause. So yeah, so again, the spider, just like the cube being able to jump, has sort of a unique characteristic where, you know, obviously it can flip. So he's kind of multi-purpose. Honestly, I think the Spidercopter is probably the most interesting gameplay we can get. The only downside to the spider is that, like, we need to keep it in the air at all times, otherwise it just kind of gets stuck like this on the ground. I'm trying to figure out how to make, like, a yellow orb type thing. Do green orbs act like yellow orbs? No, they act kind of like black orbs. All right, I see a possibility for a cool crossover. Wait, that actually goes hard? Sorry, I'm actually about to toot my own horn so incredibly loudly that the entire kingdom can hear it, because this is awesome, and I'm the greatest level creator with 2 creator points. Wait, yeah, this actually is so raw. How the heck? How do I do it? I'm just the goat. What the heck? I need to be stopped before I accidentally frickin' reinvent the wheel. But better. Hello? Trying to do a regular flip here. Or not. Hello? Can I just not? Can you not do a regular? Are the 2 spiders different somehow? Huh. Interesting. Okay, so only the player 1 spider can flip, but the player 2 one can just keep blue orbing forever. Well, that's interesting and unintuitive. Okay, well, in that case, maybe I'll just do a spider orb. That way it looks like it functions the same. I can just hide it, I guess. Yeah, that'll work. We're almost done anyways. Yeah, that's good enough, I suppose. Okay, well, with that said, man, wow, there are a lot of particles on screen. I did not realize orbs make up have so many particles. Okay. Oh, there we go. Nice. Now let's try and do it with all of the parts. This is just impossible, dude. It's just impossible. This cube part is actually just the hardest part of the level. Holy. I think what I'm gonna do really quick, just for viewing pleasure, I'm gonna go record a macro and then we'll just watch the macro play. All right, here we go. Without further ado, I present to you Copter. So we got the regular swing copter part here. It's all fine and good. some little gravity shenanigans into the dual ball swing copter. Do a little switch over there. Hardest part of the entire level. Hardest thing ever made in the game. Very cool. Very cool. I am quite happy with how this turned out, honestly. This was an idea I wasn't too sure about if it would work or not, but I think there were some pretty good ideas here, and I got to use one of my own songs in a video. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy that. Special thanks to all channel members, including Gatto, Invdu, SSF, Blur Enzo Bird 11, Barry Wilson, the 18 Under, Your Average Furry, and Gabriel 55 Tai. I hope I pronounced that right. Let me know if I didn't. And yeah, level ID will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys all in the next video.